You are the first people to see as an audience my poem, The Klutz. Thank you, Dennis. It is performed by, yes, I see you, Colin, fuck off. All right, so, performed by, was I doing Emerson when you were in my class?
Yes.
Okay, so Emerson Lake, as this individual can attest, is a character that I perform. I didn't just perform for this film. It's a character I've been performing in comedy shows, cabarets, burlesques for over 15 years now, almost.
Amazing.
And so my last image of you is of you leaving, walking away, picking up your clothes, a long trail of toilet paper on your foot like a little cartoon speed line.
This is his first sort of formal production. And there have been cell phone videos or whatever. And because of the close-up that you saw the whole time, you can tell it was shot for cell phones. So people go, but I hope you liked it.
Loved it.
It was really fun, and the cooperation of the wonderful Wicked Wandas. I don't know if you've been there, Colin, you know. Yeah, well, or if you're not allowed to go there anymore. Anyway, and also the Ottawa Acting Studio, and Ed Egan and Chris Mullington, two huge Canadian artists who are fantastic. Vince is back from the restroom. Let's hear it for him. And I really should have let him take his microphone. We could have a Naked Gun moment and hear him relieving himself.
That was a really weird pee, by the way. You should get yourself checked as well.
Public service announcement.
No.
With a little wiggle.
No, but you filmed this at Wicked Wanda's. Wanda's in the film one time, and she came on stage at Kino. I don't know if you remember. It was really cool. So
Well,
Wicked
I'm
Wanda's.
glad I could raise awareness about a fine local company that you should all be out there supporting.
Yay.
On Bank Street.
Yes.
With its wonderful little dungeon in the back for catering events. You know, this is the best wedding reception I've ever been to.
How did
Are
you
these
get?
dildos for anyone?
How did you get around filming at Wicked Wanda's?
Charm?
Aww.
Usually they have.
Really?
Are
Serious?
you like
know.
a private client of hers?
No, I just know people. I have friends of friends. Born and raised in Ottawa, so I got sticky fingers and everything. And so, you reach out to the right people. Hey, Colin, huh?
Hey!
Do you owe me money?
No.
You seem like someone who should.
He's working on it. We'll hook him up with Ask Actually.
I'm going to talk to you in the parking lot later. I feel like you owe me money or something.
It's a very specific type of humor that I think is very quite clever in there. What would have been your biggest inspiration for that kind of humor? Where did that come from?
If you're a fan of it's a couple of different things. If you're a fan of the television series Blackadder, you might remember Lord Flashheart. And Lord Flashheart, wherever he went, was always the broadest, biggest, blah, right? Like everything. And look at that. That's stagecraft. And I loved that character. And so there's a bit of him in that, but more toned down. I'm so glad you don't have to pee during all this.
I wash my hands before I pee.
I bet. Yeah. I had the benefit of a very good friend, Mr. Ed Egan, who runs 12th Route Audio Productions. And he's very, very, very accomplished and technically savvy. And he was there recording backup audio. And then the original audio, it didn't work out. As we know, sometimes it didn't work out. So his backup audio became the main audio.
Oh.
And yeah, this is the first time I've heard it on speakers like this or anything.
So
and
good.
Holy, juicy, bassy voice there. Holy smokesy.
It was.
So,
So what are you trying to say here? What is the message behind this film?
Cobra chickens.
Cobra chickens are dangerous, and give yourself a lot of room and let them do their thing.
Release the goose within! Canadians, assemble!
But did you have any challenges filming this? Was something last minute?
So many challenges, basically. I lost my job 3 weeks into Digi60. So there was a lot of pivoting involved, and after a few weeks, once things had sort of sorted themselves out and I had everything lined up, one of the major things that I was lining up was bringing back my content creation, which I have on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. So I was like, wait a minute, if I, that's making funny content is actually one of my major things I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I basically just had myself a little Digi 25, shall we say?
Yes.
And I was not able to get it done in time. And then, you know, more pivoting was going on, and
But it's important to go back to your happy place.
yes,
Yes.
Absolutely. If you need money, actually, I can hook you up. He's gigoloing now.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so
Oh, okay.
it's,
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We'll talk afterwards.
So I want to get a little controversial here. You're using some AI,
Oh, yes.
and I don't know if any of you are in the Ottawa Filmmakers group on Facebook.
Oh, there's
There's been a lot of threads, a lot of like discussion this week, and people are getting personal and dirty and
Getting
angry.
pretty hot out there, yeah. I saw it today. It
But
was-
for something like this, for satire, I feel like it lends itself well to it.
This was like when I was making it, even Digi60's rules or whatever, they had this whole no AI thing, and I was like, I understand and I respect that, but I also know you're talking about like AI video generation, and I'm just making pictures.
Yeah.
I'm just like coming up with the shit that I can't, like that I came up with. I want to have like beavers and wooden
Yes.
robots and stuff.
Where are you gonna find those? Yeah.
So that's just something that I've been learning and just playing around with was image generation.
Those
and
images were hilarious. They added so much to us. There were necessary images.
Thank
Yes,
you.
they were amazing.
I don't think any staging or acting of that could have made it better.
No way. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, it was all of it. Like it was one of those. I'm just gonna play all the characters, and
yeah.
you know, fortunately, my one buddy was. Governor General Lee, it was because his name is Lee. But yeah, that was initially just like stuff that was sort of thrown together when it was like, oh, I'm gonna make a movie now, okay. Actually, it would be kind of good to have a person to talk to, so. But yeah, it was all just shot with my phone. I was using this Insta360 gimbal thing that has like motion tracking and stuff, so that was fun to play around with. But yeah.
Yeah, people say, I don't have a camera. You have a phone. That's
You have a
camera.
phone.
It's good.
Exactly.
Look at Stephanie with the low light. It turned out well. There was no lighting. It was at night in the middle of a
Yeah.
parking lot.
What was it like working opposite yourself? Are you hard to work with, as I've heard?
You know I'm hard to work with. We've worked together. Yeah, I can be a real piece of work sometimes. It's tough to work with me. I don't like it, but
Wow, that's a deep conversation. Let's make a film about that. Let's explore.
we could explore that.
Let's get super freaking emo next month. Let's cry on stage, dude.
I'm gonna get some
I
mascara.
can tell you I
and-
have no mirrors in my apartment because I can't bear looking at myself. Thanks for dredging that up. And
too.
I was having a good night until you started with that.
Now we're getting emo here. So.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on stage. Thank you so much, Colin. You showed up like a couple months ago when you came to one of our photo walks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did you film this?
It was filmed in Ghana in a village called Abume in the eastern region, close to Akosombo.
It's never been enough, especially for my mother. It's like every mistake, every doubt just sticks to me. I can't.
You are named after a warrior who defended our people and the golden stool with her life. How can you be this weak?
It's a village in Ghana. I decided to shoot in a village because I didn't want a single location. I wanted to tell a full story within that short time. So I decided to use a village where I could move around the village.
Have you been there before?
No, I just went to scout the place and it looked nice for me. And especially with the huts, the clay buildings, they are unique. It's not found everywhere in the world. So I wanted something spectacular to Ghana and something you can find at various places. Yeah.
Location is character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So the actors, did they come with you or did you cast there?
They're my friends.
Oh.
They're all my friends.
Nice.
That was wonderful. You've directed films before?
That was my first short film that I was directing. I had shot, it was a school project, my thesis film. So I had done various works, but that was my full short film that I was directing. So I wrote, produced, directed, edited. Yeah.
Edited, you edit yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
very
edited
nice.
myself.
Wow. When was this?
Last year in September. Yeah.
Have you made films since?
I've written my next short film and I'm looking for collaborators and supporters. So if anyone is interested, if you look at the costuming of the Yasan, so I don't know whether you remember where the girl was having like an out of world experience. What she wore was a cultural outfit that Queen Mothers wear. And I had to get it right. I had to get how they put it on and the beads that was used. It was very symbolic. I had to go and ask, is there Ashanti culture? What type of beads do they use? What is the significance? How does it affect what I'm doing? So because it was a thesis film, I had to explain all this in my research notebook for my lecturers because every item I used was very specific and very significant. When the film started, you see the woman is down picking a broken pot. So if you check the tripod, I think the clay pot, there was a stove on it, and there was a pot on it to contrast the two, for you to know that this is how a whole pot looks like, and this is how a broken pot looks like. So every element in the river, the god, every element has a significance and speaks to the story. Wow. So I had to get a cultural consultant to make sure that everything that I was depicting was right. Yeah.
Wow, are you gonna make more films on this topic?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Well, I hope you share them with us because wow, what a great reaction, and thanks for the questions, guys.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on stage and sharing your film.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And you're in the Ottawa Filmmakers group on Facebook?
Yeah.
It's a good group, right? I see you commenting, I see you participating in the group a lot.
Sometimes they want to beat me in there, right?
No, but thank you for being a part of that group.
Thank
It's
you.
great having you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm really grateful.
You never know who's going to show up. We get a lot of new people all the time.
Yes.
New filmmakers like you.
Yeah, like me.
Like you. It's a great crowd. Like it's the reaction when people watch your film. It's great.
Yeah, so I intentionally sat at the back to see the reaction, and I saw how quiet the room was when the film was being showed. A sensitive topic that most of us don't talk about. I love to talk about social issues, and especially with Ghanaian and African communities, there are subjects that are taboos. Like the issue of sex is a taboo. You don't discuss it with your parents. You don't talk about it. And sexual abuse, the victim is always victimized. So that is the mirror that I was holding back to the society. Now this is how we are. This is how we make victims feel. This is how we victimize the victim and exonerate the perpetrators. Because most of the time, the perpetrators are big men in the society, and we don't even hold them accountable. We just let them go scot-free. So that was what I sought to portray.
It's important things. Yeah, we start conversations here, and we share our stories, and some of it is vulnerable. I mean, it's pieces of ourselves. Thank you for sharing this film with us.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, let's go to questions. Stephanie.
Well, you pretty much answered it, but so the story evolved because you wanted to share that this is what's happening there. Is it personal to you specifically, or somebody you know?
I think it's a societal thing, and it's something I've come to appreciate. I'm an advocate for women and women's rights. And you realize that most of the time people come to you on Facebook and tell you about their stories. We hear of stories in the news that nothing comes out of it because the person who was involved has a certain position, or even in family settings, if a father rapes a child or an elderly person in the family assaults a child, we don't talk about it because it will disgrace the family. So we just curtail it, and the children suffer. They grow up with trauma. And I've seen so many, one too many. So these are the things that get to me, and I decided to talk about it.
It's an ongoing conversation that we need to keep having over and over and over again. It's very important. Let's go to Susie.
Thank you for making that. It's courageous to come from a culture. I mean, it happens everywhere, but to talk about something that just never gets talked about. So I think that's very brave of you, and
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you about the song. Now, did the song exist, and the girl, or was it written for the film?
It was written for the film.
The same girl, the name.
Yes.
It's
So
about her.
I give that script to my friend who is a musician.
Okay.
And when I'm working with creatives, I give them the creative freedom. So he asked whether I had anything in mind. I told him no, he should create something out of the script. And that was the first take. He didn't do any revision. Yeah, when he gave it to me, I was like, I love it. So,
So good.
Yeah, thank you.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Natalie, you had a question?
I was wondering if you're using your film as a method for raising awareness or advocating for change?
Yeah, basically, I want to show it at various places, but it comes with support, resources, and all those things which I don't have currently.
Yes, okay.
So with time, I think as I get grounded and I get the opportunities, I'll make sure people see it.
Congratulations. That's a really important film.
This is only a portion of the thing that I made, and I just wanted to let everybody know here. A lot of people know Julia Canning.
She's right there. She came up late. She's right. She's waving.
Yeah. I just wanted to give a big shout out to her because she came to my home on a Sunday night, was it? And sat down in front of a green screen, and she has a cameo at the end of this episode, and then the next one, she's in it with me the whole time.
Yeah.
So I really want you guys to see it.
Yeah. Could we watch it here too as well?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I just want to make sure that I can edit it as tight as possible so that it's not.
I'm excited to see that. She's good people. She's. Wait. Is this the first time the Doctor has someone else in his TARDIS?
A person, yes.
A human being.
Not the wrong
You see, the thing is, I've never worked with. I shoot everything myself by myself, and my wife will stick a plunger on.
Now here's the part people always get wrong. At the end of Back to the Future, Doc shows up. Love him, by the way. What a name.
She was great because I'd never worked with anybody before in an acting capacity, and I just didn't know. I really didn't know how to direct or. At one point, nothing made sense to her. She's like, "What's my motivation?" And then when I mentioned something, she's like, "Well, that's my motivation." I was like, "Dude, you have a lot to learn." So I just want to say thank you because I know tech stuff.
Oh, you threw your back out.
Yes,
What
I
happened?
did.
What happened?
What happened? We were carrying a Christmas tree, and my wife turned left or right without telling me.
That's all it takes at our age.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes you fart too hard, and you're like,
Well, she does.
No.
Don't put this on YouTube.
Does she watch the conversations?
No, she normally doesn't.
Okay, so we'll put it on YouTube.
But she's gonna watch this one because
no, we will not.
I gotta ask, because every week I'm, catching glimpses of her taking the video, and after that film that was on earlier, I gotta ask, did you pick that little hand with gimbal up, whatever, from Wicked Wanda's? Because it really...
That's not mine. That's Vince.
It's very ribbed for my pleasure. Yeah. Do you want to meet up later? We can have like a shoot session, and I can show you how it works.
Oh no.
Sure.
Don't shy away from your feelings. You know you want it.
I'll consult it.
However, she is the one who wants to hold it all the time.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Why did you explore the theme of Back to the Future?
That's a good question. I remember when Back to the Future came out, that was the summer of bacon double cheeseburgers and Arctic orange shakes at McDonald's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really remember it. So when I heard that Back to the Future 2 was coming out, of course, everybody was freaking out. And we got maybe 5 minutes into the movie, and I just went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I was actually a little bit, I like the movie, but I was like, wait a minute, in the first film you tell us that you send someone in the future, they're gonna disappear and you have to wait for You know, it doesn't matter. Time's relative. It could be a minute, it could be 20 years.
What does the
And
doctor
that was
know
my
about
point.
time?
Well, exactly. Apparently, I'm a geek. But like, that's how bad of a geek I am. I was when did it come out? 89.
89 and then 90 the next
Right.
one.
So
So
I
you
was-
were
I was
like 15.
Yeah, and I was really, really geeky. Am I still?
You overanalyzed it. It's
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
Time travel movies are hard to. They
Well,
have
yeah,
to be
they are.
entertaining
They
or
are.
accurate.
Yeah,
Is
you have to be very careful.
one or the
when
other
you make
sometimes.
time.
Like, what do you gotta suspend disbelief when you watch
Yeah,
stuff
you do.
like that.
You do.
Yeah,
When
really
you
do.
make science fiction and stuff.
Because
you
there's the
gotta suspend
charisma of the
disbelief.
actors and the script and the dialogue. It's what makes it an amazing franchise.
This was not a science movie.
No.
Actually, the first time I used music too, I went on to a online library that had free music to use, and it said it will come up on YouTube as copywritten, but you won't get a copyright strike. So what I was looking for when I was doing that whole explanation of time travel is that I wanted that classical music with all those little pluckings of the strings and everything, because that's generally what goes best with that kind of thing. And I was going through file after file after file after file. And I must have done over 50.
It has to be
of
the perfect
them.
music. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was very, very happy, and I learned that adding music to these things, that's the first time I did it, it makes all the difference.
Yes,
I
yes,
thought
it
it was
is.
just, it wouldn't have been the same without the music.
So you were filming yourself?
Yeah.
Or did your
I
wife
no,
help?
no, I set up the camera and the lights.
Yourself.
And everything.
Any challenges filming yourself that you dislike?
Yeah, shooting a bunch of stuff and then sitting down to edit a day or two later and finding out that something was great, and then all of a sudden it just went out of focus.
Are you very critical of when you're editing yourself? Do you say, this shot I nailed it, but I look fat, so I don't want it?
Did you say fat?
You called me fat earlier downstairs.
No way.
No, I'm kidding. I was just teasing him.
Well, it's funny you mention that though, because I actually, if I relax, I get this punch that comes out.
He does think about it.
You're not wearing a girdle? You're not doing
No, I'm just flexing whatever they call
We do
these.
that. We do that.
No,
At least you're not duck facing on camera.
Oh God.
Because that's horrible, right, Susie? People
What
who
the heck is duck face?
Well, I mean, there's variations of duck face, but this is a variation. Yeah. But men do it, but it's a variation. It's like this. I'm like, stop it. Either you're genuine or you're not. Like, get off the toilet. Like, we've done like how many films now for Kino? Like, I think we're at 15. 15 films?
Really? Is that many?
I think so, yeah.
Because there are some things in your life that you just don't want to change. And that's okay.
I love how you're doing a day in the life. You've been doing this for a while now. A day in the life of Emmanuel and Bibi.
Yep, pretty much.
You're interesting. You always have something. You're going somewhere, you're filming it, and you're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I do the dance.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Come on, do it with me. Do it. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we gotta show the butt, man. We gotta show the butt. Yeah. That's gonna be the thumbnail of the YouTube discussion videos.
All right, that's great. Thanks.
I love it. So this was, where did you film this?
I filmed this pretty much Orpheus Musical Theater at the, what was it called? I think the Donald Plaza, where the Dollarama and the Staples is, and on the bus.
Gone on the bus.
And outside 17 Fairmont Avenue, of course.
So you still volunteer at the theater?
That's right. That's never gonna change.
No, it's a good space because you found your home. Like you're comfortable there.
Yes, I am.
What's next? Because you do a series called George and Louis, and you've done 6 of them.
Let's see. One of them, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I have done 6 of them.
I got it right.
I'm working on the 7th.
Woo!
I think I'll say do it for next month's Kino.
Yeah, please do. Don't tell us what. Hopefully you're inspired by the theme, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to follow the theme. You just have to make a film.
What was the theme?
What was the theme for last month?
It's about
I'll let it go.
letting go. Let it go, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God, that was so funny. I'm excited to see George and Louis Part 7.
Ah, thanks.
That's gonna be great. Are you gonna be filming that one?
Yeah, I am.
So why did you want to dance at the end? Like dance like no one's watching sort of thing?
Yeah, kind of. I feel like I don't show myself in these videos enough, so figured it was time for a change.
I love it. This is vlogging. This is original vlogging. Like, it makes us want to watch. It's interesting. You could do this like every single day and post it online.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna do more of these day in the life of Emmanuel?
Probably, yeah.
I love the self-love, and I wish everybody could be as appreciative of themselves the way you are.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much.
I think
People love
it's
you.
inspirational.
Yeah.
It's inspirational.
This is your community now. You've been coming here forever. Thank you for keep making films.
Anytime, any
love it.
place.
Thank you for coming out. Now we're gonna fist. All right, now we're gonna fist. I was thinking, what if you're writing to yourself?
Oh, that's really interesting.
That's
He's
what I thought
leaving
was
messages for him, for his own
Because
self.
at one point you were
Yeah.
saying, you know, you and I are going to get the closure you need, which is life, which is hard.
It's true. It is something that I hadn't considered, but you know, he could be talking himself through his own sense of loss, and then it.
I was wondering.
I thought I was going there.
And then I guess the accident becomes a little less catastrophic if it's sending it to himself.
You're about to get a whole bunch of weird, out of context messages from me that you can just disregard. Or we can talk.
These were two-person productions, and I mean, I'd love to work with bigger crews, but I don't have experience doing that yet.
None of us do. We're all imposters.
Yeah.
We have
we
no
do
idea what we're
we
talking
can,
about.
when we can, how we can.
People who claim to know what they're talking about are lying to you or trying to sell you something.
Okay.
Careful.
Themselves. Yeah.
But what a great reaction. Are you like? It was great, just that feedback from the audience.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing to be sitting among people who are watching something that you've created and hear them, feel them, respond, and you get that to your farts, right? I mean,
oh my
yeah,
God.
they give people goosebumps.
Oh yeah, I'm also known for doing a lot of dramatic work, very emotional, vulnerable
You're
work.
drama queen.
But yeah, it
doesn't
always
surprise me
we're
a bit.
shedding pieces of ourselves on the screen and we're starting conversations. And sometimes I've done some films where people are like, "Are you okay? Do you need to talk?" And I'm like, "Well, I am talking. We are talking. We're all talking."
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, I actually do have another script that I put together recently that we'll see. I'm hoping that, I don't really know how to do this, but
That's how you start.
that's how I start. Right. This next one is actually two whole people. So there's actual dialogue in it. So that's what's next. Dialogue
is not
it's
easy.
the next step up.
It's not.
Well, no kidding. Yeah, tell me now.
Yeah.
You should have told me that 3 weeks ago.
People see this and like, I could do this. I'm like, can you?
Yeah.
You know, first of all, drama's hard. Comedy is extremely hard. People don't think it will be, but it is.
Yeah. It was meant to be, a cringe moment. My hope was that there was a good deal of cringe, a little bit of laughter, a little bit of touchingness, a little bit of discomfort. It's the concept is based on experiences that I've had, separate ones and many years ago, but of not actually knowing how to send a voice memo in a new app and lift out your thumb and then it's off instead of having to approve it. And also of having sent a message that then, didn't deliver, even though the ones after it did. So I have actually been through what's in that film and thought, oh, that might make, that's an interesting concept.
My mother actually passed away about 9 years ago. Took a couple of years, it was cancer. And I would always call her almost every other day asking, hey, can I come over and see you? Now, she also had a stroke because of the cancer treatment. So she was in a really bad state. Wow. All good now. But this is the thing with your film is that I would call all the time and ask, when can I come and see you? Can I come and see you tomorrow? I literally live like 10 blocks away. And I know she was going for chemo and all that, but she always told me, I'm too sick. I can't have you over. I'm not feeling up to have the visitors. And then one day towards the end of it, my brothers were talking, and I found out that the day that she told me she was too sick to have anybody over, she had everybody else come. And
that's devastating.
When she died, I asked my stepfather why. Like for almost 2 years, my mother passed away, and I never got to see her. And his answer was just, Brian, I don't know. She never told him. She never told anybody. So I've had to carry that.
Yeah.
That my mother, for some reason, didn't want to see me the whole time she was ill.
Maybe
it's
because she didn't want you to see her like that.
She saw the rest of my brothers. That's the thing. Anyway, I'm just saying. That thing hits me hard.
devastating. Yeah.
But the laughs, it wasn't hard to go back to the laugh.
Great.
You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Very convincing.
Thanks for sharing that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of things in life, you don't have closure.
Yeah.
And it's learning to move on without that.
And that was a big one. Not the ex-girlfriend kind of closure. Like something serious.
Yeah.
My next film involves that too. So if it turns into a film, sorry, my next idea involves that as well. So.
It will be. It will
made
be.
the doctor cry.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I really do appreciate you sharing that, Brian.
Okay, you won't be the first one to cry.
It was wonderfully done.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming out. It's good to see you again. It's been a while. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
At the time when coming up with this film, I was watching a lot of Cronenberg and a lot of Lynch. And so I think that it's pretty much half of Eraserhead and then half of Rabid or any other of those Cronenberg films. And almost exactly at the halfway point, that's when he kind of crosses through and it changes from a more like surreal sort of an Eraserhead type thing, and then it turns into like body horror. So.
Is there a script to this, or did you just wing it?
There was no script. We shot this two years ago, and essentially we kind of, this is my buddy Gabby. I met him in high school about like 12, 13 years ago, and at that time I just really wanted to make a film, and I didn't have the resources or all the resources or facilities and connections that we have now, and so I thought, well, you know, why not just take a weekend. We'll take out a camera and we'll just shoot this thing. And then I had a formed idea. I knew what I wanted to do with it, but we kind of winged it. Like, Gab just showed up and I was like, okay, now you're going to do this, and then you're going to be in this room. And he didn't really know what was going on, but he played along, and I gave him a lot of joints. So it.
He never mentioned I'd had to stay up till like 3 a.m. multiple nights.
Oh no.
Those are great.
I can tell you, it was fun, but I just went in there thinking, oh, like 5 minutes in and out, no problem. Not a great mindset to have when you're making a movie.
No, it takes a lot of patience. Is it liberating just going in and just not having an idea, just letting it flow and what inspires you?
It does in a sense, especially like, so we shot this, I didn't have a crew, it was basically just me and Gab, and my buddy Norm came around and he helped us with some stuff, but this was like a thing that we did, just the two of us pretty much, and I think that was a lot of fun to, you know, just run everything and also figuring out why that's not the most practical thing, like doing all the sound in post because we didn't have a sound mixer or anything was definitely the most time-consuming part, but yeah, in a way it was liberating. It was fun to get to do the makeup, do the set building. The walls, actually, I don't know if you clearly remember because you made this show, right? The KINO show, and then Kevin Laporte had made a film where he was like in a white room.
Oh, yes.
And so those walls ended up in my garage, and I told myself, well, fuck, we're gonna do something with these walls, right? And then an idea came, so we painted them black, and we reused them for this. So the box that he's in is actually the walls from the KINO show. And then those walls are, I still have one, because we've been using them on multiple things, and a film we did, Blackgate, we used it as the frame, and so they've been getting a lot of use.
Nice.
I got the sound design was so great.
Mm-hmm.
Just the drone and just like.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little eerie, and it was cool hearing it through these speakers because it has a really heavy bass.
It has heavy bass.
And so
I got the mids all the way down on this one, and I don't know what's going to still be.
No, but it's cool, man. It gives it like an even greater eerie feel, and like you almost can't like look away, but with your ears, if that makes sense.
God, I love it.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then the music, it's actually an original score. So Jack Litzter, I don't know if you guys know him. He's like by far subjectively the greatest composer in Ottawa. He reached out to me, about a year ago, and he was like, "Dude, I love your stuff. Like, I want to make a score for you for free." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So he came back to me, and he had this the track with the red wall where he got a trumpet, that's like a trumpet solo, like an original performance. I was like, "Oh fuck, this is insane." So the music and the soundtrack, everything regarding sound was a lot of fun to work with, and opened some doors, man. Honestly, getting original music in your films is like life changing.
You bring a lot of people together on one project, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why this film resonated so much for me. You know, I'm a big fan. I love it. I don't know. I can read a million things into it, but I need to ask you this question. Why is she eating his face at the end? What does it mean to you? I know what it means to me, but what does she mean to you?
I think you like it because it's weird and gross, and you like weird and gross.
I do like, but I like subtext and super emo meanings.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll kind of, so being that this is, I went to film school, but I consider this my film school. Is doing a movie by yourself. Now, again, being a kind of Lynch homage, the best thing for me to do would be, I don't know.
That's right, he does that.
But
I saw a dead cat and we played with it. What was the question? That's what Lynch does.
Exactly, right. But, you know, I'm not David Lynch. He's far too great. Rest in peace. What inspired me was the allegory of the cave. It's someone who's like trapped in a cave and all he knows is these shadows that are being created by someone with fire behind, and when he exits said cave, his mind opens up to things he's never seen, colors, all these different concepts, and then paired with like a religious aspect. In 5th grade, I had a teacher who told me, when you pray and you don't say amen at the end of the prayer, it's like you pick up the phone and you're talking to the man upstairs, and now you're putting the phone down, guess who's listening? And I thought that was a really weird way to put it, and it kind of stuck with me. And so, in a way, it's like
weird.
the metaphor is this guy's suicidal, right? He's in a little box, and it's supposed to be like there's sort of like a corporate consumerist angle as well, the way he's dressed and everything, and he wants to kill himself, and so he makes a prayer to God, and he's like, dude, like, can you fix my light, my faith? And no answer, gets nothing, and then he kills himself. And then that's kind of like his journey through the other side, purgatory, and then eventually hell, and him getting his face eaten off is essentially just him decomposing, like worms eating him and him turning into soil.
Is he aware that he's done this at this point?
I think at this point, when he picks up the phone and he hears himself, it kind of does like a full circle, and he goes, fuck, right?
Yeah.
And it's again, the sort of consumerist angle is the fact that it's another human eating him is representative of us kind of eating each other for profit or for, so that's kind of the angle we looked at it by, and having the phone booth be a box with a light and a phone, and then he was in a box and a light with a phone, it's kind of meant to mirror itself a little bit.
It's interesting what you said about polarizing, because I've done a lot of abstract, artsy-fartsy films, and you get a lot of feedback, and sometimes instead of someone saying, I don't understand it, they throw it on you and they say it makes no sense.
Dude, I got the fucking craziest response, and like, it's fine, I love them, they love me, but I showed it to my parents and some extended family on Christmas. You guys
don't show it to family.
No, you don't show it to family.
Maybe you have a cool family.
It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. But the response I got from my uncle, who's like a mechanic, like they're blue collar, people, whatever. He kind of turns around and looks at me. He's like, well, now that we got enough nightmare fuel, I'm gonna go home and then like let's say I'm him, Gab is me. He just kind of turns and he goes like, anyway, have a good night, guys. Weirdo. And just step out. So I think, and obviously he was kidding, right? But like, these are people that don't even know what short films are, and to them it's like, what the fuck is this, right? So anyway, I forget the question, but it was a very different experience trying to people, and honestly, like, I'm used to making shit that's polarizing, but I don't know, like this one was weird, man. Surrealist work is you don't know what to expect.
It struck some chords. Some heavy chords. I don't know why, but it hit me hard, man.
It's kind of fun when people don't like it, because it's kind of meant to be gross, Like, it means you did something right in a way.
Or you triggered something inside them.
You felt something.
Wow.
That's
you could argue that it's like looking at art, right? Like not all art is for everyone.
It looks back at you.
Like it looks back at you, and also like I like using this thing a lot. It's like a window to your soul, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like if you can show an idea that makes people uncomfortable, then you're like exploring another genre, let's say, because you can make something that appeals to everyone, where you can make something that, again, makes people uncomfortable, makes them question, what did I just watch? Like, what the fuck is this? Right?
Yeah, it's a mood and a tone
Love
that
it, I love
elicits
it.
a feeling within ourselves. We're gonna go to the last question.
You've had your hand up
of
for so
the
long.
evening.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yes.
So one's a comment, one's a question. When the woman was eating the face, was that the makeup actually edible?
Nice question. I'll tell one more thing and then I'll answer your question very quickly. Funny enough, we shot this like in two days. We built the set for one day. We shot in 2 days. The wall in the parking lot, we strapped on top of my Toyota Matrix with bungee cords, and then we just held onto it, drove to the set, and then
Oh,
took it off,
nice.
and then put it in the parking lot, and then we left it there. And the wall stayed at the Barhaven Valley Village for like 6 months. It was there. It didn't move, and I thought, fuck man, I might just come back and pick it up. And eventually, like, they lifted it. They were like, what? And then they just, it was like created a big brown patch of grass. So a lot of it, like, I'm all about guerrilla filmmaking and just going out there and sticking it to the man and making some cool shit. To answer your question though, yes, it is fully edible. It was glycerin and gosh, what is it called? Like, they make gummy bears out of it. Gelatin. Gelatin and food coloring. And then the teeth were like resin, or not resin. It was like some fake sort of plastic material that I ordered off Amazon that kind of prick on him. And so I made sure that like she could ingest it if she were to actually eat it, because I wanted her to eat it, as gross as it was. And yeah, the whole process was kind of chaotic. We did the makeup at my place. It started like falling off because it was like there was no glue or anything, and then we drove there, we hopped out, we shot the thing, and then yeah, it was a whole process. But yes, she did actually eat some of it.
I saw the date at the end, 2012, so I filmed this when I was 6 years old. So I would have been 6 years in Vancouver. I went back to Vancouver Film School to work with their writing program. This is called a portfolio short.
Really that strange? That a clown drives a comically undersized car without 5 to 7 of his closest friends stowed away inside?
And if it's not the pigs, it's the goddamn children, pointing and laughing at us.
The cool thing about this was that the script was, they ended up sort of studying it, like teaching it to the other students, because the writer wrote a real goofy sort of thing, and I was reading it, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun, that's cool. And then I was like, wait, what if the guy doesn't know what the fuck is going on? What if the audience is also like, what is going on? And they just keep saying these crazy things. Yeah. And so I pitched it to the writer, and he was like, all right, let's do that. And we just cranked the dark right off. And it became like, kind of like, I love that style. That's my favorite.
And a short film like this is really dependent on the performances.
Yes.
Yeah,
they really deliver.
I stacked the deck.
Yeah. It was
they
good.
typically want you to use the actors that are in the acting program at Vancouver Film School, and I was like, I have some friends I could use to boost this a little bit. But it was all fun.
It's a wonderful screening at Kino, because you get the reaction audience, and there's, let's be honest, there's booze involved, so it's unfiltered. And it's like you get the oohs and the ahs and
One thing I've noticed from the other films that I've done and this one, based on just the audience reaction, is that I didn't write this one, so.
Wow. You directed.
I directed
You
this
created,
one,
you produced, you
I did,
gave birth to
took
it.
my liberties.
That's not how you give birth.
I don't know.
Did you use prop weapons, or was it real weapons that you just had to be careful with?
Real weapons we have to be very careful with. Yeah, that crazy branch blade. I don't know what it is. It's just like
the saw.
That was
horrifying.
Just to make sure everything's safe and fine, and like the two of them, they're really good friends. They do a lot of stunt fighting stuff together. So I wasn't too worried. It was more just in case things get crazy. But yeah.
And if something happens, just move to Ottawa.
I told you that in confidence.
What? Wait, what?
12 years ago.
Any other questions from the dad?
No.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on stage.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks for sharing an older film. Yes. If you have an older film, and just share it with Kino. We'd love to screen it, hear all about it.
I did 4 different films trying to come up with something. This is the least annoying, or I don't even know how to explain it. That's it wasn't complete.
Oh, this looks like a good spot for us. Go, doggy angel. Whee!
There were other dialogue that was supposed to go in, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, if I try to add more dialogue now, the balance of sound is going to get worse, everything's going to get worse, and it's going to get more of a disaster. So I just submitted it as it was, but it wasn't complete, but that's because it was the 4th one I was trying to make in 3 weeks.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
So you don't really have an idea. You just film Scooby, and you bring it in on your computer.
Yeah, I have a bunch of, like my computer is full of just little short things because I've been playing around with, if I take the angle down here. So I'm walking around with Scooby just on a regular basis, and Scooby's coming along, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm like this, out in public, trying to film things, and people are like looking at me like I have 12 eyes, and probably do, and I just saved these on my computer, which is now full to the point where I have to use things, get rid of them so that I have room to put on new things. It's just that bad, and it's just the way it is, and I don't have choice. So I'm trying desperately to use up these films that I have, but when we got that snowstorm, I went out and took Scooby doing that, and I'm like, he's rolling in it, he's doing something. He never does anything. So when I'm trying to get video of him doing things, if I can capture it, because by the time you pull the camera out, they're done. So the fact that I was just filming and all the sound, that was my biggest challenge with this, is I wanted to use the actual wind sounds because they were really authentic. And so I brought the volume down, rendered. Ooh, that's still way too loud. Brought the volume down, rendered. I did that at least 8 times, and then when I'm listening tonight, I'm like, that's still so loud.
The voice is not only iconic, but it's well done.
Yes.
I'm trying to find a way, because that is my new challenge, because it's been brought to my attention that it's not always easy to understand what Scooby's saying, and I do understand that. I have a very, when I'm going through and recording those, I'm playing it because I don't really have a script. I'm just going, okay, I am now Scooby going through this. Yeah. And Scooby's very sarcastic and a smartass and knows a lot more than I do. So right. I make sure that comes through. But when you have a certain amount and you're saying the smart alecky thing, once I change the pitch on that to give it Scooby's voice, it becomes less clear, it's slightly faster, it doesn't change the speed too much, so it still fits in the right spots, but it somehow just seems very hard to understand compared to when I'm saying it, I am using my diction like this, I am enunciating everything very clearly, because Scooby would. Despite his sarcasm, he would be very, very clear in his enunciation, I have no doubt in my mind.
I thought it was such a great symbol for society as a whole, in Canada, keeping us trapped inside. Yeah. Is that what you were going for?
Well, it's very cool that you said that, because I'm thinking, I didn't really get any of that, but I'm like going, oh, it's in there now. You know, yeah, like now that's, what is the word when something is in there and it's permanent and it's
permanent.
Anyway, doesn't matter. There is a word for it.
Getting married? I don't know.
Canon. It is now canon, thanks to you. But what it was is, when he was doing that and he got up, I was thinking, oh, he's kind of like on Pride Rock, and he's looking out at everything that is his. So that's why he was saying his kingdom people.
Yeah.
So the shots of the lady I had many years ago, but everything else I filmed very recently, in the fall.
So the shots of the years ago, so you put it stitched together.
That's right, yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
And this is on 8mm?
Yes, that's right, Super 8. So I used to do a bit more photography back then, and she posed for me when I was practicing photography, and she wanted to try acting. So I said, well, let's do it.
Wow.
Acting, I mean.
Sure. Thanks for clearing that. Yeah, I went there.
Wow, sorry. So you had like this hum, like this drone sounding, like the sound design was important in this film, right?
Yes, that's right. I took a lot of care to get it. So there's Epidemic Sound, which is, I don't know, like 100 something a year. Lots of cool effects. And you can just like download whatever you want and use it. Because you're imposing on the audience to look at a bunch of images and get their own meaning out of it, right? And sometimes everyone interprets it a bit differently, and sometimes people don't want to. They're there, what is this? I don't get it, it makes no sense, but you know? But, and you are asking a lot of your audience, but it's just a different way to tell a story.
Absolutely. When people hear haunting, they think horror. Not necessarily. Haunting could be like something emotional, dramatic.
About what sort of direction you give during one of these pieces to your actors?
I give pretty detailed instructions, not like I want to see one tear coming down your eye, but I would say either like look sad, look happy, walk slowly, walk fast, and leave the rest for them to interpret.
The light is here, this is my frame, I know the exposure, I'm going for it. And you're like, whoa, wow, it's like filming blind.
Yeah, thank you very much, because half the time you can't see through the lens anyway.
Your films are works of art. They really are.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why you get different interpretations.
Yeah.
You know how you try to do that with your films? You try to get people to just interpret it the way they want to? That was a success, I feel. Yeah.
Well,
I loved it.
Well, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that.
You guys have been friends forever.
Yeah.
I've known her longer. It's not a competition, Alice.
Well, you win the competition then.
Stephanie, I'm just kidding.
I'm just curious with, I feel like there's so much depth to your films. Is that internal? Is that your depth that you're trying to share without sharing, or?
Well, thank you. That's a really deep question. Pun intended. But I mean, yeah, I kind of consider myself a deep person. Who knows? Maybe others don't, you know. But I try to think deeply, you know. And you know what's kind of interesting? So I read books about philosophy, but it's sometimes hard to read like a 500-page book about, you know? So what I do is I get books for young adults. So let's say I want to read about history, philosophy, anything, architecture. I get a book that's aimed towards teenagers because it's written in a much more simpler way and the ideas come across a lot easier.
So some of the themes you explore are intentional.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. It's just like, you and me, we do lots of, I don't know, what's the word for a genre, like internal reflection films.
Yes.
Well, that's the new genre, internal reflection.
I just call it artsy fartsy. I love it. What were the challenges of filming in such a tight space?
Trying to get us both in the frame.
I gotta bring it up there. Your mouth.
Trying to get us both in the frame.
They said these would take us to the next level.
So you put it on the dashboard, the camera on the
I
dashboard?
did, except
Oh no, your phone or your camera?
my phone.
Your phone.
It's my new phone. So the reason we did this was because it's supposed to be really good shooting at night. We had no light. That was just the street light.
It's amazing.
It turned out
looks
well.
so good.
I mean, I was like, oh, it does what they say it's going to do.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed by that. Yeah, it's hard to keep both of you in the frame, and then you're laughing, you're moving, so you're trying to like not slide out of frame. And I had my husband's car because he took mine, which has a much bigger dash. So it's like, oh shit, this doesn't fit like in my car. What am I gonna do? So we played around with the thing a bit.
Sometimes just like a shirt or a rag, and then just rest the camera on that shirt.
Well, I had like a little mini tripod thing, and then actually it was like, oh, just turn it this way, and it worked.
He's here tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for coming out. Are you still high?
It's cops. We're the cops. Shut. Get control of yourself.
Checks out. That explains a lot.
Such a rook.
What was the audio? How did you do the audio?
That was just through the phone too.
Through the phone.
It was experimental. I just wanted to see how good the phone was.
Yeah.
So that's
Because it's inside a car, so the audio is kind of like isolated already.
Yeah.
So are you parked in the middle of like this parking lot? What's this?
And Center Point, yeah.
Center Point? Do you get any attention? People driving by going, what the fuck's going on there?
There was a bank there, so people could come through, but then it's like, it was snowing, so when the windows were covered, I'm like, who's coming knocking on the window anyway, right? So he vanished. Those scone things.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're probably thinking you're listing the services of a prostitute. You look like you could. What's your price? We'll talk later.
You wish.
I wish. I do. So you edit this yourself all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. You edit this on, wait, a laptop? You have a laptop? No.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little laptop.
So when you're editing, you're just cutting scenes together. You're not like working on sound or anything. You're just cutting like clips.
Yeah, I put the clips. I did have a bit of sound when we had the window open and we're back in the car shots. Then I added kind of the outdoor sounds in to some of those scenes. Still a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a sound design. What are the challenges of like filming yourself with comedy? Like the timing.
Well, the timing in this, it was challenging because comedy is supposed to be a little quicker, but I was like, no, we're stoned.
Yeah.
And when you're stoned, everything is
slows
slow
down.
So I wanted to capture that.
You did that well.
But how do you play stone? Any like techniques or tricks? Like how do you play stone?
I don't know. I just did.
Yeah. Is it like playing drunk where you're
I
trying
was
to...
driving. This is where I really wanted to have binoculars, and I didn't because we're actually
A stakeout.
And we were like staking out the place he went and got our treats from. Yeah.
Some of it is real.
Might be.
Sometimes people get drunk in their roles.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it could be. Like who knows? If he's a solid stone, like he could play it straight and being
Plus,
stoned.
there's
yeah.
different versions of stoned.
Yeah.
Because if you do it often, you're like stoned.
Yeah.
But if you don't, sometimes you're like the stone, right? Like it's very different in how it affects everybody. So it's.
That's just like alcohol. Natalie, yes.
I loved the story. And how at the end it's whole like an hallucination, you know, of a cop coming and they're like, it's supposed to be on stakeout. I'm just wondering how you came up with your story. How did you write this and what inspired it?
I was actually going to shoot something with Akshay's mom, who's taken an interest in this. But then it was like, oh crap, Kino's a week early this month and I didn't have anything ready yet with the holidays and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I don't want to throw her into the fire in such short time. So it was kind of a pivot last minute. I'm like, actually, we got to do something. It's like, okay, so literally last Friday night we were filming this and Saturday I was editing, so.
So did you have a script or do you just like?
I had a script.
Okay, you had a script.
I wrote a script. I can write a script.
It is so good.
Dude,
Really good.
your mom's in a film, like in acting now? Is that weird for you, or is that like?
Kind of cool.
Is there going to be like a short film where you're acting opposite your mom and you got to be like vulnerable and dramatic? That's going to be hard, man.
Messing with my head now.
That's going to be very hard.
Don't go there. What are you doing?
That is therapy, dude. I want to see that. How old's your mom? Is your mom our age? Because we're old.
Yeah, she's 55.
Oh, okay.
That's our age. So Natalie had an old film. It was your first film ever. When was this?
Oh my gosh. How old was I?
You gotta bring the mic closer.
27, maybe? I was 27, so that was like, I shouldn't tell my age.
No.
Ooh,
So this was in the
20 years
90s?
ago. 20 years ago.
This was in the 90s. Yeah. So you filmed this on Film Super...
Super 8. Yeah, color.
Now, was this the film when you first developed it? It came out all dark?
Yes.
What's that?
I almost gave up. It's actually, Dennis was around for that experience. He remembers IFCO, and it was horrible because I had to, it was a complicated shoot. It was very technical with having people like climbing mountain, like an actual rock face. This is shot in Quebec. I forget where it was, but it was like in Quebec where there's like a rock face, and and so I was lucky because everybody on board was available and able to reshoot the whole thing. So, and I was trying to submit it to FemFest, which was, it had a theme, and the theme was eroticism.
Oh.
Did you get the eroticness?
No.
Did anybody get it? No. There was touching.
But why did you do the mountain climbing, like the scaling?
Okay, so the mountain climbing, the concept behind it was that she's in love with two people and attached to them. And they're fighting for her attention and her affection. So it was a symbol. And then at the end, you see the three mountains. It's the three people. So like and the song was an original song that was composed for the film.
Oh, yeah. Wow, Stephanie, yes.
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your timing of what was happening in the song was also what we were seeing.
Yeah.
So you
Yes.
played on the words of the song.
Yes. Yeah, and the song was composed with the songwriter whose name is Megan Jerome. And she produced it, well, we produced it together at her place, but then she actually produced it in studio, and that's what ended up as the soundtrack.
There was another woman that was the other?
She's the one that's tied to both of them. So when you see her tying them to her,
I'm so,
yeah.
Okay, I'm just, because the climbing, I saw there were two people, I just was wondering where the third person in that setup
when
was.
you see the cutaway to the person that has the harness,
Right.
that's the third person holding them on, anchoring them. The biggest challenge was making sure that everybody was safe. So it doesn't show on the film. And obviously, if you're rock climbing, you don't anchor two people to you. You always have one spotter with one climber. But of course, I took some artistic liberties in this film. But really, we had people on set, on site, making sure to anchor people. And when they were the two of them climbing, I couldn't anchor anybody. I was filming. So you had two people, one person for each climber, anchoring the person. She's pulling, but she's pushing, and she's not sure who she wants to be with. She wants to be with both people, but they're fighting for her love.
Let's dig here for a bit. Here, is there something you were going through emotionally at the time?
No, not at all.
No. Was there another man in your life?
No,
you're not. No,
not
okay.
at all.
No. But the rock climbing was personal to you.
Yes.
Yes, because this is where you spent your honeymoon.
Yes, we actually ended up learning. Oh, my husband's the man in the film who climbs the rock face, and we learned how to mountain climb actually on our honeymoon, which was before I think we filmed this film. My second film was actually us in mountain climbing, so I can always submit that one
yes,
too.
Yes, we got a history now. We need to see part 2.
Yeah, you need to see where the next story.
How did you decide to have no dialogue? What led you to that, and to basically just write it to the song, or write the song to it?
Right. Because it's such a technical shoot, I also didn't really want it to be a story where you're having a narration. I wanted it to be interpretive. So I really wanted it to be almost like her musing, her remembering, as opposed to it being an actual real life situation now. It's more her thinking and thinking about who she wants to be with. So it's more like you're inside her head and what she's imagining and what she's going through. And it's based on that. And the story was told through the song, which is often how we are when we're inside our own little dream world. We have music and we're not really narrating anything. We're just thinking. So that's what it is. That's why.
You have that feel to it of being
Thank you.
in someone's memory.
That was the goal. Thank you.